Hi everyone and so Bobby. Today our group which consists Nurul Arni, Jannatu Mawada and Nur Azira will present about DUE50032 Communicative English 3. So, our group have discussed and choose this topic which is problem survey in Library Politeknik Merlimau, Melaka. Okay, for the introduction, library is a building or room containing collections of books, periodicals and sometimes free for use or borrowed by the students or the public. So, we make this survey form to be filled by especially Polytechnic student is to detect and identify the student that the student problem with the facilities and library service provided. So this survey will help use more to improve the best quality and library facilities and service in the future. If you're looking at here, we have two pie chart which consists gender and department. For gender, the red one is female and the blue one is male. But the female one is the most percent, which is 64.4%, and for the male one is 35.6%, which means female students have filled this form more than male students. For department, we have six department, which is tourism and hospitality department, civil engineering department, electrical engineering department, mechanical engineering, mathematics, science and computer department, and commerce department. But the most percent is 36.6%, which is tourism and hospitality department, followed by commerce department, which is 27.7%. And for mechanical engineering department, electrical engineering and civil is about the same percent, which is 9.9%.
Hi and good evening to my lecturer, Sabobi. My name is Nur Azira, and for the first problem here, we can see the majority of students will choose agree, followed by strongly agree, and finally neutral. For the second problem here, we can see the majority of students will choose agree, followed by neutral, and finally strongly agree. For the third problem here, it is more or less like the second problem. We can see the majority of students will choose agree, followed by neutral, and finally strongly agree. For the fourth problem here, it is more or less like the second and third problems. We can see the majority of students will choose agree, followed by neutral, and finally strongly agree.
For demographic respondent for question 5, which is personal storage space for student is too small and compact. The most answer that we have received so far is at number 3, which is neutral, 38.6%, and followed by 4 number, which is most agree, 34.7%. For question 6, the collection of books in the library is insufficient. The most answer we have received is about 47.5% for agree, and the last one is number 1, which is disagree, 1%. For the question 6, the arrangement of books on the shelf is cluttered and disorganized. We have received 101 response, but the most answer is at agree, 48.4%, and followed by neutral at number 3, 34 34.7%.
Now, I will explain about the problem of library environment is quite noisy and there is no privacy. Let's take a look at the bar chart. On the bar chart, most of the students, which is 44.6%, are not satisfied with the library environment, and only 5% of students are satisfied with the library environment. Without noisy distraction, students can focus fully on their reading or what is being done in the library. We move to the next slide. The graph shows the problem of unsatisfactory service of library staff. Based on the graph, strongly agree is 15.8%, which is 16 students, while agree is 36.6%, which is 37 students that respond to questionnaire. The most students respond undecided, which is 42 students, and those who disagree is 5%, which is 5, and only one student responds strongly disagree. Library staff must show a friendly and positive attitude towards students. Lastly, this bar chart will tell us about the problem of library service hours are too short. Based in the survey that we distribute, around 10.9% of students respond strongly agree that not satisfied with library services hours, and only 1% satisfied with the library hours in Politeknik Merlimau. Most of the students agree that they are not satisfied with library service hours. The library must be open from morning to evening, and the library must also be open on Saturday and Sundays to allow students to read on weekends. This improvement may help the students in their studies. Firstly, the library need to proceed for repairs and maintenance. Libraries also need to ensure that all equipment available to the public is in good working order. And next is facilities like desks and chairs should be maintained immediately when they break down to facilitate smooth running of the library. And the lastly is the library must improve speed of Wi-Fi connection so students can study calmly. In conclusion, from this survey, we find out the students' satisfaction towards facilities at Library Politeknik Merlimau is on the average. Unsatisfied of students enter in groups without following the set time, causing the library atmosphere to be noisy was the most widely that we received from the survey. However, some of them respond neither disagree or agree about library services. That's all from us. Thank you.